Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I know the uploads have been a little bit slow lately because, well, you probably could hear in my voice I've been kind of sick, so I've been kind of like slower on the uploads. But anyways, today I'm gonna go ahead and do a compression test on the Subaru, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys exactly how to do one. I've always been concerned on whether or not the Subaru engine has like ringland failure or even a fucked up gasket. So I went ahead and bought a compression test kit at Harbor Freight. Big shout out to the homie, likewise Luke, for kind of directing me to this kit. I had no idea you can do compression tests on your own. And then Luke was like, yeah dude, they sell a kit at Harbor Freight, bro, like you should totally do it. It's like super cheap and shit. If you guys want to do a compression test on your own, you can go ahead and pick up one of these at Harbor Freight for like 30 bucks at most. So let's get to it. Alright guys, check it out. So this whole area right here is just enough room to go ahead and access the spark plugs right here and here. Just so you guys can get a little bit closer view, spark plugs right here and the other one's right there. So as soon as we take these coil packs off, which is held on by I believe a 10 mil bolt, we can go ahead and take the spark plugs out. Alright guys, so I was warned that when I work on this side of the block, I am gonna have to take off the battery, but I'm also gonna have to plug it back in after I have the compression tester plugged in. It's gonna be a bitch to do, but whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how it goes. Vu, on the other hand, all he has to do is take off his bumper.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing.
Did you watch that YouTube video on how to take it off?
No, I'm just gonna wing it.
You're just gonna wing it? Sick. Just taking off random ass bolts.
Yeah.
Hopefully it comes off and doesn't fall apart. You got it, bro. You got it. Alright, bro, so I got the battery out. I just want to show you guys a quick tip on how I managed to get the battery out of this tight little space without using my hands. Well, I use my hands obviously, but let me show you what I mean. So here, the battery fortunately had some holes. I went ahead and used the things that strap the battery down as hooks. So I hooked this hole and this hole and managed to lift the battery up out of the spot. So in case you guys are struggling with that, try this little tip that I just showed you. And it should make it a lot easier to lift the battery up and out. So next up, we're gonna go ahead and remove the air pump. To remove this air pump, you're gonna have to take this plastic cover off right here, and there's this little plastic screw that holds it in place. Damn it. So once you get that plastic screw off, you can go ahead and remove this plastic cover right here. Fuck.
Yo, yeah, Christian, you can remove this plastic cover, right?
You can, dude. Trust. You do it. See what now, boy? What now? Yeah. Yeah. Get your ass out of here with your Grom.
Where's Skyline at? Skyline keeps. She's got a wall.
I gave Randy a little nickname since he got a Grom. He's now the Grompa. Because he's got white hairs in the back of his head. Show people. Show people right now.
Right here, baby.
Yeah, Grandpa. So once you get that plastic cover off, you'll be able to access this 10mm bolt right here. So we're gonna go ahead and take that off. Once you guys take this 10mm bolt out, you're gonna have two more. There's gonna be one right over here, kind of hiding behind this harness right here, right there.
and then there's gonna be one right underneath. To give you guys an idea, it's gonna be kind of like right there. All right, so I just disconnect the harness, the clip's on the back of it kinda, and then once you disconnect that, you should be pretty free to pull it out. So we're gonna go ahead and take a plier to pinch this clamp that's connecting the hose to the air pump, and then go ahead and pull the whole air pump out. That way this whole entire plastic tube can be free to move up and down. All right, so before you actually start disconnecting things, wiggle it out because the rubber will kind of keep it in place. And yeah, and then I'm gonna pinch this.
Hey, Fu, did you put all the stuff in your car?
Hey babe,
Please
quick,
don't forget.
help, quick. Can you grab that and pull it off?
Grab what?
Grab that thing right here. This thing, come on baby, you got
My
this.
hands are dirty. I mean, my hands are clean.
Well, they're dirty now. Oh, don't bang it. Come on baby, you got it.
Pulling.
Wiggle it, like twist, twist, twist. Like, yeah, rotate it. Come on babe, you got this. You got this. Yeah! You got it, you got it. Oh, there we go. Huzzah! Just kidding. Anyways, guys, that's how you do it. You probably need a girlfriend to give you a hand and get her hands dirty and then upset her. But, but yeah, guys, it's out. I figured out why it was kind of hard for us to wiggle out, because I forgot to tell you guys to remove this 10mm bolt right here that holds this tube in place. So make sure you don't screw up and make that mistake like I did and take that bolt out, because if you don't, you might break it. All right, so once you get this 10mm out, this guy should be free to move, and what you're gonna wanna do is just like scoot it like up to the oil cap, and you're good. And what that will allow us to do actually is give us room to actually access the 4th cylinder spark plug. So the 3rd one we were kind of already able to get to, but the one back there, the 4th cylinder, which is right where my finger is pointing, I know it's kind of dark. So maybe now you can see it. You can probably see that 10mm bolt right there. This is the 4th cylinder, and with this thing down, you actually will not be able to see that. So, yeah, that's why we moved this. Yeah, check this out, guys. So this is like ridiculous to get to, these injectors right here. I could see one, but this one, there's no way I'm getting to that one. And then over here, like they have like this metal cover on it. So I was like, oh my God, I'm not gonna do that. So I called the homie Luke, and I was like, dude, there's gotta be a fuse I could pull. And I called him and he said, yeah, just go ahead and take out the fuel pump fuse and then run the car until it dies, which means there's no fuel going to the engine. And then after that, after we do that, then we can actually start with the compression test. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so looking at the diagram, it appears that right there, that 15 amp fuse right there is the fuel pump, and that appears to be this one. So we're gonna go ahead and pull that sucker out. Let's see, this guy right here. Dude, did my car come with fuse pullers? I don't think so. I gotta do this freaking by hand, dude. Well, never mind, I have a plier right here. Boom, all right. So we got the 15 amp fuse out. I'm gonna just drop that right there. We don't need you anymore. So what's next is we're gonna run the car. Hopefully nothing blows up, to be honest, because this is my first time doing a compression test, guys. Please cross your fingers for me. This is the 240 key, so definitely not gonna start the car with this key. All right, that was the problem. Ran and then it died, which is good. So there's no fuel. Let me just do it one more time. Okay, good. All right, guys. So that is checked. Now we can actually go ahead and disconnect the coil packs and all the spark plugs, and then check each cylinder. This is the good part now. So whew, thankfully we made it that far. All right, boys and girls. So just got the coil packs out of the engine. They were kind of a pain to get to. You're gonna have to wiggle them around or rotate them to actually get it out, because the chassis will kind of get in the way of it. So you kind of got to play around with it and wiggle it. Now what's left is to remove the spark plugs, and that's probably gonna be the most difficult part of this whole project. So I recommend that you pick up a 16 millimeter spark plug socket. And the reason why you want one of these is because it has this rubber piece that actually kind of grabs onto the spark plug, so you can kind of have some sort of grip to the spark plug when you're installing it and uninstalling it. You could just use a 16 millimeter. That's kind of what I used when I first did the spark plugs on this car, but this socket will make your life so much easier. I highly recommend it. So I heard that you can actually go ahead and take all 4 spark plugs off before you start the compression test, in case you guys were wondering. All the spark plugs are out. It was definitely annoying to do, but damn, let's appreciate this fitment though. Damn. Well, it's a little bit of gap there, not too proud of it, but the rears, a little bit of gap too, but hey, we're static, so you gotta live with it. Static life, man. I can't get too low with this car. What the fuck? Dude. Fucking fly? In case you guys are wondering, the rear wheel drive Subi and myself and the whole Eliminate gang is gonna be at StanceWars in LA on September 22nd. So make sure, if you guys are in the area, come through. The show is absolutely free. I'll have the link to the tickets in the description below. Show up, say what's up, come kick it with us. And yeah, it should be a fun time, right, John? Just say yeah. Yeah. So the kit that I bought comes with 3 different sizes I can use, and I got the one that has the fittings separately, so I can attach them with the push connect or whatever this thing is called. And it looks like for my car, I'm gonna use the biggest one. And you can basically compare the threads side by side to see which thread pitch it is. And it looks like it's the biggest one. All right, guys, battery is connected directly to the terminals. And make sure you tighten it up super tight, guys. Otherwise, it will not work. Let's see if this thing will build compression. Alright, so I ran it at a couple cycles, and it looks like we're at 60 PSI, and it's holding pretty okay. It looks like there's a minor leak, which isn't too good, but let's see. Yeah, the needle is slowly going down. 60, maybe 80 PSI is probably really low, which means I could have a possible, in my opinion, ringland problem, maybe even a head gasket problem. I have no idea, to be honest. I heard there are options like leak down tests, which will, you know, kind of break it down for me and let me figure out what exactly it is. But I'm gonna go ahead and check cylinder 2 to see if I get the same result. I don't know if it'll reach. Can you see it? 60, 90. It barely goes up to 90.
That's a lot better.
That's what the first one did.
Maybe these just are really low compression. I don't know what it's through.
Yeah. Well, this cylinder looks like it's losing a little bit too.
Boosted cars will have lower compression.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like 90 still seems kind of low to me, but
yeah.
I don't know. It could be.
SRs usually have up to like 120, huh?
Yeah, it depends, but I don't know what the compression ratio is on these.
Okay. Well, hopefully we're good. I don't know. We're gonna do some research and see like what it should be at for the Subaru. Maybe my engine's fucked, maybe not. So this side, it looks like it's going up to maybe 110, which is 20 PSI more than 90. But this side does go a bit higher, which is concerning to me, so. All right, guys, so this one went up to the same number, 110. This bank over here is getting 110 consistently, and this bank over here is getting 90, so I'm kind of confused. I don't know what to make of it. All right, guys, so I just had a conversation with Luke about it because obviously I'm concerned with these numbers. But Luke was honest with me and told me, you know what, like really there's nothing I should really be worried about. There's no, I mean, at least it doesn't make sense to worry about it because later on, like if something really does break, I'll end up switching out the ringlands, the pistons, the rods, the bearings, and etc., possibly the sleeve if it's scored, which hopefully it isn't, but yeah. So those are my numbers: cylinder 1, 90, cylinder 2, 90, 3 and 4, 110. Not the best numbers, but you know what? It's gonna be fine. I'm still gonna send it super hard. And yeah, dude, this thing's rear wheel drive. I'm about to get some parts for the car coming very soon. So you know what? I'm not even stressed about it. And if something happens, fuck it. I'm just gonna send it and rebuild it and send it and rebuild it. So thank you guys so much for watching through the end of the video. You guys are super lit. Stay tuned. I have some new merch coming very soon. I know right now the website's looking kind of dry a little bit, but it's all good. We're gonna be hopping back very soon. Also guys, don't forget StanceWars September 22nd in LA. If you guys are in the area, please come out, hang out with us. It'll be a super fun time. Honestly, StanceWars is one of the shows that I've always wanted to go to, so I'm super hyped to be taking the rear wheel drive Subaru out there. Hopefully, pray to God the engine doesn't break down to LA. Oh my God, please don't, like, whatever. But yeah guys, if you guys can make it out, that would be so awesome. Anyways, thank you guys so much. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.
It's anarchy.